Even Jim, Bob, and Michelle weren't surprised when Jennifer Duggar revealed her new romance while the rest of the family gathered in the large living room to laugh and catch up on the day's events. One of the younger siblings was engaged in a chat. Jennifer suddenly spoke out today after weeks of uncommon stillness. Her cheeks flushed as if she had been nerves visible. She walked gingerly inside the room. Jim, Bob said, "You seem extra cheerful tonight." And her family members could feel her enthusiasm radiating. Did anything good happen? When Jennifer paused to look at her mother for confirmation, Michelle gave her a loving smile and urged her to go on. "Please give this video a virtual thumbs up by joining us on Vive." Twisted, there was a quiet silence in the room as Jennifer started. She answered, "Yes, I wanted to share something with everyone," as her siblings watched with interest. While Jessa teasingly, Jennifer's fear turned into timidity. She bit her lip anxiously while putting on a strong look. "I've been speaking with someone named Caleb." A combination of surprise and delight greeted the news, and the older siblings exchanged knowing glances with one another while the younger ones were perplexed. "Jim and Caleb, how did you meet this young man exactly at church?" Bob repeated, his tone measured. "Since his family recently moved here, we've been getting to know each other during youth groups," Jennifer retorted. Michelle's face brightened as she said, "Yes, I do remember last week's meeting. They seemed like a really pleasant family." Caleb, who knows about Dad's infamous interviews, asked if he may meet you all soon as Jinger, the youngest sister, leaned forward, but Jennifer laughed uneasily. Bob nodded sincerely, acknowledging that wooing is a serious affair. "We have faith in you, Jennifer. However, we would also want to learn more about Caleb." To put it another way, he wanted to ensure that the young man honored their values. Then Jennifer nodded enthusiastically. "Dad, I get it. I really believe you would adore him, which is why I wanted to tell you first." Michelle reached out and took Jennifer's hand in hers. Jennifer Duggar, the typically quiet and discreet daughter of Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, has unexpectedly found herself in the heart of a significant family controversy. The 16-year-old, who is renowned for avoiding the limelight in comparison to her elder brothers, is said to have started dating, shocking the Duggar family. According to family sources, Jennifer has been discreetly dating a young guy from outside the close-knit Duggar group. Her father, Jim Bob Duggar, is said to be in complete shock at this revelation. Jennifer has seemingly chosen a somewhat different path from her elder siblings, who have adopted the classic Duggar courting paradigm, which includes side hugs, chaperone trips, and parental monitoring. Insiders claim that her boyfriend, 18-year-old Caleb Thompson, is from a more mainstream Christian background and does not belong to the family's ultra-conservative church circles. According to an unnamed family acquaintance, Jennifer has always been the quiet and perceptive member of the family. She exhibits independence in ways that many people don't anticipate. She has been subtly breaking the norm and developing her own beliefs. Nearly a year ago, Jennifer and Caleb, a bright and driven college student interested in engineering, met at a homeschool conference. Their relationship began as a straightforward friendship but quickly developed into something more. While Jennifer took care to conceal their connection, the two have remained in contact via letters, emails, and sporadic phone conversations. Known for his stringent courting regulations, Jim Bob Duggar apparently learned about Jennifer's romance in the most surprising manner. In contrast to the standard Duggar approach, which requires a young man to get his father's consent before speaking to a daughter romantically, Jennifer had decided to start a relationship without first getting his consent. Jim Bob unintentionally found a sweet handwritten note from Caleb hidden away in Jennifer's Bible at a recent family get-together. There was no question in the genuine, respectful, and admiring communication that his daughter was in love. Sources claimed that Jim Bob was first unable to speak. He found it hard to believe. Jennifer has always complied with the rules. According to an insider, she has never questioned the family's courting customs. But here she was, in a relationship that wasn't planned by Jim Bob. Michelle Duggar was more accepting, but Jim Bob apparently had a hard time processing the news. According to insiders, Michelle showed inquiry and empathy for Jennifer's sentiments despite her first astonishment. Jennifer has always been more contemplative than some of her elder sisters, and Michelle realized that her daughter's quiet fortitude could have inspired her to pursue her own goals. According to a source, Michelle's answer was more along the lines of "let's talk about this" than open condemnation. She questioned Jennifer about Caleb, his treatment of her, and their potential future together. According to reports, Jennifer's elder siblings have had conflicting reactions to the news. Some, like Johannah and Jessa, have been wary of the situation, while others, like Johannah and Jinger, have discreetly backed their sister's decision to date in a more contemporary manner. According to a source, Jinger has been quite supportive since leaving the rigid Duggar way of life. She has advised Jennifer to follow her heart while keeping faith at the center of everything because she recognizes a lot of herself in her. However, it seems that Josh and John David are worried about Jennifer deviating from the family's traditional ideals. According to the source, some of her brothers are protective and believe that this isn't the proper way for a Duggar to begin a relationship. However, Jennifer has been steadfast. According to reports, this circumstance has led to conflict in the Duggar home as Jim Bob struggles to balance his conventional beliefs with the fact that his younger children are growing up in a society that differs greatly from the one he attempted to regulate. According to family sources, Jennifer's predicament may mark a sea change in the Duggar family's attitude to partnerships and a turning point for the younger kids. Some people speculate that younger siblings like Jordan and Josie could have greater opportunity to choose their own paths in the future as the Duggar name shifts away from its once unshakable patriarchal customs. According to a source, Caleb has only encouraged Jennifer to think for herself at this age where she's figuring out who she is. Jim Bob will have to accept the fact that not all of his children will go down the same path, even though he may be shocked right now. Jennifer has stuck to her relationship with Caleb in spite of the initial shock and stress. According to sources, she has politely told her parents that she wants to keep seeing him and is hoping they will grant her permission soon. The family friend clarified, Jennifer has handled this in a mature manner. She's just demonstrating that she can make her own decisions, she's not rebelling. For the time being, Jennifer and Caleb maintain their connection in a manner that honors her family's principles while also giving her room to develop. It's unclear whether Jim Bob will embrace this unexpected relationship, but one thing is for sure. Jennifer Duggar is taking a step into her own tale, and everyone is watching. Watch closely as this surprising Duggar romance develops.